3. Well, what's up, everybody? This is the Cloud9 podcast, season 6, episode 22. So, this is going to be our first episode officially talking about the LCS 2023 spring split, which just got underway this past week. And it was very, very fun and or interesting, depending on how you look at it. A lot of people are probably going to ask me how I felt about Dash still not being a part of the broadcast, because as you guys already know, I've literally seen Dash for like the last, 8 years that I've been watching League of Legends. This would be my 9th year watching League of Legends, and not seeing Dash host the LCS for the first time ever in like almost a decade is kind of weird. But I mean, like I said before, they're probably going to have Jat do it, right? Because Jat has, like, to me, Jat to me is the best analyst and color caster. So if you're not going to have Dash, then having Jat do it is like just fine. I still don't understand how like you can get rid of Dash, but like keep other people that I just don't think are as good as him, but it's whatever. Well, and this is Chaz's first ever LCS spring split. Chaz started out watching the summer split. So he didn't get a chance to watch spring, actually, for like a lot of the other regions. But how was it watching your first LCS spring split, actually?
It just felt like watching another game, in a sense.
Oh, and we did predict it correctly. They would get destroyed by Cloud9, but then destroy Immortals. We predicted the script. Oh, my God. But I will say this, for any week 1 of any major region, right? Yes, LCS major region, XD, lol, right? Keep in mind, guys, it is just week 1. Please understand that. A lot of things can happen, There are some things that'll just end up happening the way you probably predict, the way you're probably thinking about. But, that's just what I think personally right now. Remember, it's week 1, and we'll be going over, like, all the teams and how we currently feel about them. Mostly everything I predicted pretty much came true, except for like a few things here or there, that I would have potentially maybe like to see how that's really going to play out. But I think me and the Hunter Talk podcast, I commented on one of his posts. I usually give things about to the end of the first round robin to kind of see like where everything is like going to shake up, because that's when you play the first 9 games, and then the second round robin begins with week 5. So pretty much like toward the end of week 1, you kind of get these overblown like reactions from a lot of people. But toward the end of week 4, when you've played 9 games total, every team will have played 9 games, how much they've won or lost is going to be how many times they win or lose, right? But at least you'll get a better accurate like read on how strong these teams currently are. You know how like in off seasons, like some people say they're like okay, with how their team is going to perform in spring, but then immediately when their team just isn't doing good in spring, they're like, oh, well, they changed the whole. It's like, but you acknowledge this is going to be a week-to-week thing. And that's why I've told people it's like in preseason, like don't always set expectations for stuff that you're not really going to uphold when the season actually starts, because you have people who'll be like, yeah, my team, if they just gel, and I'll take time with them, and as long as they just get better with week to week, then I'm cool with that. The moment they start losing some games, well, throw that shit out the window and let's just start changing the roster. No, you can't just do that either. You gotta give it some time, when it comes to like a lot of this stuff. But yeah, man, how you been doing, dude? What's been going on? Hello? Are you dead? I think Chaz is dead, potentially.
No, but I'm working.
Okay. So I'll ask you, give me 1 second, guys, because I'm
right here.
Okay, yeah. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up all the teams, and we'll talk about them individually. So I'll ask you this. What is your biggest surprise from week 1, actually?
TSM being 2-0.
You know, I was thinking about that today at work. Okay, I will say this right now about TSM. And like I'm going to tell everybody, it is literally just, we've only seen every team play 2 games. We have 4 teams 2-0, 2 teams 1-1, and 4 teams 0-2, right? I think people need to understand this about Maple. Maple is a good player. Maple actually played, to me, better than most of the other LCS mid laners we had last split, you know? I thought he was right there with Jojo Pion, you know, because, I mean, didn't we have Jojo Pion as the best mid laner in the summer split, right? Yeah, so I would say if you're asking me, I think Maple would be Maple's top 4, honestly. I think he was better than Bjergsen and Jensen. I thought he was better than a Blaze Olive. I thought Blaze Olive had a pretty good 2022. I thought he was better than, I mean, Dignitas had blue. That doesn't really count for anything. Team Liquid, who do they have? No, it was Bjergsen. FlyQuest, okay. They had Takuli. So, like, Takuli, Jojo Pion, to me, were the best mid laners. And Palafox was there. He was getting some dubs.
Middle, you think?
Yeah, about, like, top 5. He was, like, 5th place for me, kind of. Because Takuli, he was hard carrying FlyQuest last year with that dog shit roster. Takuli, Jojo Pion, Maple, like you said, Abadage would be like my 4 mid laners that I thought were like what I would consider top 4, actually. But Maple, I thought it has actually been good. Like, if you look at these past 2 games, he's been super impactful. Like, I don't know why people were just like kind of down on him. I know why. He went to the LPL and he kind of sucked there. But guys, it's the LPL. It's really hard to win an LPL and LCK. Like, let alone the people that have won more championships than one. Like, Maple is honestly a great mid laner. And, you know, if TSM have any chances of doing anything this year, it's going to be because of him. I think Chime played well as well. Solo didn't run it down like he did in that kickoff event. He just straight up just sprinted, you know? And that guy, Boogie, I was like, I don't know who this is coming in. It looks like he's about to just be completely just like a fucking dud. No, he came out and he was absolutely, he's a little smurfing at some of these games, actually. So, yeah, maybe we were a little bit too harsh on the TSM roster. Because to be fair, even if TSM have like a bad roster, I understand it's still TSM. They're still going to put at least what they think is going to be a competitively viable roster to a certain extent. I mean, they've threw out that dog garbage roster last year in spring, but that's not always TSM. I know people rag on TSM a lot, and I do too, but, you know, TSM have shown, even in the past, even with like decent rosters, they're still going to be like a middle of the pack team. And them starting out 2-0, I think it's good for them. Do I think they're going to be undefeated when it comes into week 2? I don't know personally. But I like that TSM is competitive. I like that. You know, like last year, I didn't like that they were not competitive. And I don't like TSM. Like, obviously, I'm not a TSM fan, but, you know, I want the league to be competitive. And TSM, you know, has always been like one of the top 3, you know, teams or orgs in the LCS. They're always finishing, you know, first or second, or at least top 4 they're finishing, right? And then last year, they missed their very first playoffs in spring. And you're like, damn, it's really starting to, you know, fall apart for TSM. I mean, 2 years, TSM's been kind of falling apart in the LCS structure for ever since 2018, in my own personal opinion, because they've only won 1 title since post-franchising. That was the double lip split where he left Team Liquid to go back to, you know, TSM for that 1 split and then retire for 2 years and, you know, just become a streamer where he gets sucked off by his hot Asian girlfriend, Lena. But, you know, that's just how life is. And she was also the president of the TSM too. So, yeah, TSM was a big surprise for you. What did you specifically like about some of the stuff they're doing? Is because they were like super proactive, or they were like, you know,
they were
actually trying to do something around the map?
They're proactive, plus they played every minute. They like, even when Team Liquid had them. And,
that was a really close game, actually. That was pretty close right there.
Team Liquid had 10,000 gold at one point, and and TSM just kept chipping at it. I'm like, all right.
You know what's crazy for Team Liquid? Like, because Summit was someone that I thought would come over and do super well once again, like he did before. Summit, guys, has gone a combined total of 0 and 10. He's not gotten a single kill yet. He's gone 0 and 10. Remember, the first game, I think he just got blown up by FlyQuest. He was getting by Impact. His Gnar gameplay was actually pretty good in that TSM game when he got out of laning phase. Like, he had a lot of deaths in that Gnar game against TSM, but if you forget, he actually was trying. He was making a whole lot of plays. He just wasn't really, connecting with a lot of these plays too. Like he would go in for like the Gnar ult, he would miss, but that's good because when you go in and do the Gnar ult, if you get 3 flashes, I would call that worth, in my own personal opinion. But the goal is to obviously throw people against the wall. Remember that 1v1 against Mabel he had, or he literally waited till the last second of his Gnar health bar to hit him again, so he would transfer to Mega Gnar and kill him. Like, I think Summit is good, but the problem here is, being one-dimensional is not going to be good for him. He's going to have to expand his champion pool a little bit and play more with the team.
I don't think expand the championship pool with the
Or maybe he has to make smarter decisions because he's making a lot of bad decisions. Like, you can tell, like, why is he split pushing at this moment in Mega Gnar when he should just TP and be with his team and use Mega Gnar then,
No, the split pushing made sense. I think what it is they're not on the same point yet of what they're I think what it was is that split pushing was the right move, but I think what it was is I don't think it's the communication for me. I think they have to.
But they all speak that yin yang yang language.
He's stupid. He's stupid.
He can't say he has communication issues when he's speaking that yang yang yak yang.
No, I mean sometimes. No, okay. Communication is not. It's pretty much. It's like you want to do something, but you want to do. It's like you gotta look at the board. It's like to me, it's like what you said. It was a decision making thing. Cause I felt like
because remember when he's side lane pushing. He would go into Mega Gnar, and what the caster said is true. You want to get your Gnar bar up, then TP, one more auto, transfer to Mega Gnar, flash, ult to the wall, like he did in that dragon fight. But he's split pushing so much and transforming it into Mega Gnar so often that when he's TPing in, he's just mini Gnar. He's just gonna get like essentially one shot, like that one Ash arrow that Neo did across the map. That was actually good. Okay, you can't predict for that. That was just a great ult on Neo's part, actually. But that's just me with TSM. I think TSM looked like a pretty solid team so far. I mean, they faced off against Team Liquid, who a lot of people have as like what, top 4, top 2. I was like, okay, top 2.
Top 4. Yeah, I think it was top 4.
Yeah, they were at least 4th place in a lot of people's rankings coming in. And what did we say? This roster looks kind of like, okay, so because I think
on paper it looks good because you look at the resume of the people coming over. Because you look at Cordage's resume, you look at Piosic's resume, you look at Summit's resume.
Yeah.
Hayari was the only wild card.
Yeah, because they played Yeon last year with Ayla, and that's the reason why he got a chance to be on. They knew he was good. And like Yeon is great. That guy's great. Like he's still good. Like Ayla and Yeon were a great bot lane. Like you saw, like Yeon was one of the Yeon and Harry were one of the main reasons why they were still in that TSM game for a good lot of it. And I think Harry, as if you people check back on the channel, I did talk to this guy. I would love to talk to this guy after he gets out of the LCS and do a full length like just interview about his academy. Time on Team Liquid and his LCS debuts and stuff like that later on when he gets, stop being retired and stuff like that. But my thing here is like, what does he look like when he doesn't have a Kali, right? Because who did he play for his first game? He played a Kali in the TSM game. Who did he play in the FlyQuest game? He played a Zir, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because remember he played a Zir and I was like, oh, this is looking kind of rough out here. I was like, damn, dude. Yeah, good actual god. Holy shit. Play-by-play, link, start, post. Oh, I want to see the draft for the Team Liquid versus not TSM. Yeah, Team Liquid versus FlyQuest game. Another big surprise to me was actually I think I expected a bit better out of Evil Geniuses. I'm not gonna lie to everyone. I still think they're a good team. You can still tell this is a scary team. They just haven't kind of what's that word? Work on the kinks yet, if that makes sense. They haven't kind of ironed out the kinks yet. You know how you're ironing your clothes, you got to get all those nicks and crannies out of there. I think EG are a lot better than what their record shows. They just have to clean it up a little bit. When you're ahead, you need to constantly make moves, but you need to make moves that make sense. And that's me right now. I think if Evil Geniuses get more weeks and weeks, because this is not like the LEC, guys. For the LCS, we're going through 18 games as usual. There's going to be no best of 3 group stage. I wish there was, but you're not, and his format fucking sucks, but it's whatever. I'll just not rant about that right now.
I kind of like this format better than the group stage. Like, I was looking at the LEC format, I was like,
I think you'll like the BO3s. Dude, you saw last summer split. Would you want to watch about 9 more games of Golden Guardians and Immortals? Or, sorry, would it be like, what, 16 more, potentially? 16 more BO1s of these guys? Because remember, it's literally...
to a certain degree, yeah.
I don't. Holy shit, these guys fucking suck. Evil Geniuses, to me, are a bit better than their record shows. It's one of these things where you could see why the roster was constructed the way it was. I just think more weeks we'll see how strong this team is. I mean, I hope, because the way they threw in that CLG game was Golden Guardians game. That they were smashing in that game. I mean, and to be fair, River was also like keeping them in the game as well. But they really shouldn't be having like that big of a like. You really shouldn't be having that hard of a time.
What champion? Who
on Golden Guardians?
Oh, Golden Guardians.
Oh, what champion? Who he was on? He was on Karma.
Okay.
So that's just for me. I think the only person that really just played well on Evil Geniuses, if you're looking at them, someday played not as good as I thought he would coming in. Like that Jax 1v1 against Licorice under the turret. I was like, bro, you someday fought a Olaf with Gore Drinker under a turret. I want people to understand that. He fought an Olaf.
He did it. That's what he did with 100 Seeds. That's why I was surprised he didn't learn from his mistake from last year. It's like, you don't do double gauges like that.
It was worse. Licorice didn't even have his ult. Because people said, didn't he have his ult? No, he used it to run away from him. Yep. So he lost a 1v1 to an Olaf under turret with Gore Drinker. It's like, wait, why? Okay, you just chased the Olaf off. You got the Olaf ult out. Why not go be with your team and help them 5v5? Like, why are you trying to solo this guy? You know how, like, I'll just tell you.
It makes sense, but it was just it's one of those decisions that makes sense in the moment when you look back at it. Doesn't because if you kill them, all right.
But you already got a win though. You already blew his ult. That's Olaf's whole thing. Like, you already got a win. Like, I think that's the problem with some of these players too. Is like a kill, yeah, makes sense. But if you already blew his flash and you blew his ult, isn't that a win? And that's an inherent net win itself, right?
It is a net win, but it's not a win because he could just come back, even though he doesn't have his ult. He's still in that team fight. Still?
No, because he'll have to recall. Like, he has to recall.
He has to recall, and that's the thing. Like, he recall. If you kill him, it takes him longer after. It's one of those things where it's
high risk reward kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like because if like, you don't execute, but now you're even more fucked because you don't. No, now you're even more fucked because you didn't execute and you're dead. Plus, like, okay, he doesn't have a flash. No, that's an inherent win, but still lost because you're dead and he's still alive. You want him ult gone, flash gone, him dead. And it's one of those things where it's a win, but it's not a complete win. So, and a lot of times people want complete wins.
Yeah,
in a sense.
I mean, it's like, guys, I'll pull up the games right now.
Sense. It makes sense, but
it makes sense in his head that, okay, I'm going to go against him, blow his ult, kill him under turret, then regroup with my team for the 5v5. Yep. But if he doesn't get this kill, right, and he just takes the forgot, Licorice had Ghost, my bad. He had Ghost in that game.
Ghost, yeah.
So he burns his Ghost, Licorice burns his ult, so he can't really do anything.
A while. Yeah, he burned his Ghost a while before. His Ghost, I think, was the first thing coming up.
Inherently, someday already won. He doesn't. So Licorice can't really do anything in the fight anyway. No ult, and I think Ghost is. I think Ghost was up at this moment you're talking about. TP was him, so he can't TP back unless somebody wasn't keeping track of the TP. And like, you're not gonna know that. Like, I mean, that's something you just want. I know people said, why can't you keep track of TP timers? How would you keep a TP track timer of someone else's TP timer? I mean, unless you're actually counting it in your head, you wouldn't honestly know. I don't. I mean, I know the TP timer of that myself, but I'm not tracking if like you used it to the point where like I would know to a T, like when it'll be up. I think you can. Don't get me wrong. Okay, so this is where you're talking about, right? Okay, so this is the part where they were kind of slowly crawling it back. He is Ghost. There's no TP. He isn't his ult because he blows it right here because he has to. So let's see. Okay, so no. This has to be before, right? No, this is before. Let me go back just a little bit before. I think it was about
This is after. This is
okay. So this is when they summoned Rift Herald. Let's see. Yeah, because I'll say this too because people said Licorice played good. Licorice did not play good this game.
No, Licorice
did not play good this game. Licorice played horrible this game. Someday actually sprinted it into him. Like
this is what it was.
I mean, the Olaf Jax matchup is fine, but he did not play good. I don't know that he didn't play good at all. Licorice played awful this game.
Something just played down to his low. That was the sick.
He over eating top ramen from America or something. You're not Korean enough anymore. It's like the thing. You have to understand why I rag on some of these guys. He knows better than this. He would know better to fight an Olaf like that. And then lose too. He could have won this. Okay, so he has Ghost right there. Okay, Sejuani off down.
This is it right here.
Okay, see, there you're fine. You don't have to. He doesn't have to keep pushing here. Okay, so Inspired already uses ult. There's no Sedge ult. They already got him to blow his ult too. So it's a 1-for-1 of ults. That's fine. TP's down. He still has his Ghost. Licorice's ult over.
Yep.
Okay. I'm trying to find the part where they actually do the 1v1. I'm pretty sure it's right here. Okay, right here. Thank God. Okay, so he's fighting him. Okay, he blows his ult. He wins the whole 1v1. Right, Ghost is not up yet.
The issue is right here. Once he got there, that's what he should have backed up. He should have backed up right there.
Fat L. Because Olaf, like Lee Sin, he does percent health damage. If you take more of the axes in, if he catches them, like most people can't really win 1v1s against Olaf like that. Like Jackson, one of the champions, probably could, but not under the turret.
Right there, I was like, okay, that was a bad trade. I understand why he went for it, but that was a bad trade.
Mm-hmm. But I'll say this though, this game was, I don't know what this game was really like. This game could have been an easy 15 minutes. It's over. Dancing Rift Herald in your face kind of shit.
24 minutes because EG started slow no matter what.
I forgot. You have to actually lane for 5 minutes. Yeah, you're right. Let's do 20 minutes for Golden Guardians.
No, trust me. When Cloud9 went against Golden Guardians, that's
what this game should have looked like. The way Cloud9 smashed them like that, that's what this should look like. I mean, it was for a little bit there. Like when they had that early game lead against them, there's really realistically no way you should come back into the game. I know people like comebacks, but the higher position you have with being as ahead as they were, there should be no windows for these guys to come back in. The only way that they were able to come back in for Golden Guardians, thank God they have River, because he kept going. Because River managed to find the great engagements for them, and he managed to get great ults off. So let's think, if they didn't have River in this game, holy shit, that'd be bad. Because how does Stixxay still if you have a roster, and if Chaz is telling me, hey man, we have Stixxay, Revenge, and Kenvi, I'm gonna be like, hey, you need to actually go into solo queue and find 3 randoms, and I'd rather play with them.
Oh shit!
So it's you have 3 choices. Yeah, 3 choices. You play with Stixxay, Revenge, Kenvi on your team, or you pick 3 randoms in solo queue or an academy.
Trust me, because I'm a doggy. Are you willing to play 80 carry? That's what I would have done. Like I would have been asking people, like Whippo, are you willing? Are you willing to play mid if needed? I know you play top, but are you willing to play mid? Can you play support?
Yeah, holy crap. Jojo Pion, oh my God, he played pretty bad this game. He played great in a laning phase, but outside of that, he looked pretty boosted.
Yeah, I'm still surprised how Kaori did get picked up. Like Kaori should be on Golden Guardians right now.
Kaori is playing on Carmine Corp in an academy team, right? But Stixxay is on an LCS spot. How does this guy keep stealing paychecks, man? Like, what is it? He was absolutely awful in lane. It was abysmal to watch. Now I get it that you're going to take sometimes bad trades and lose. That's fine. This was consistent bad trading. This isn't like just like you mess up one time. This is consistent. And then he knows that if he messes up that much in lane, the problem here is they're just going to keep diving him. What did they do? They just kept focusing him. So this was the one where he got the dot. Yeah, this was bad on their part. So like the draft, I mean, the draft from EG and Golden Guardians is nothing really bad per se, right? I think, okay, and I'll say this too. All these teams that are picking Varus fucking in the LCS and the LEC suck with it. Everyone keeps picking Varus and just being complete ass with it. Has anyone actually noticed a good Varus game from any of these? Even the LEC too. I've not noticed a good Varus game from none of these motherfuckers. All these guys Varuses suck. The fuck you want, Canadian man?
Okay, so why are you hating on Stick Say it's just 1 week?
Oh yeah, you know. Well, it wasn't the 4 years of him sucking.
Pentakill.
He'll improve.
Pentakill next week.
He'll improve. He'll improve 5 years into his career. What'd you fucking say to me?
He'll get a pentakill next week.
He'll get a pentakill.
Are we calling Stick Say the Daniel Jones of LCS, where it takes him 5 years to get good? That's what we're saying.
Oh, it's even worse than that. He already was good. This guy's not good ever anymore. He was good for 2 years, 2016, 2017. He's literally regressed in every way possible. I don't even know how this guy saw this spot.
Okay,
he actually lanes like shit. Pretty much.
Okay, he said Bradford.
And this is his 8th year.
Yeah, that's what Sean's improving in your 8th year. You need to be in a
you just have to give players some time. Maybe in his 11th fleet year, he'll get well.
Yeah. You know who you should get time to? People like Jojo Pion. I don't know who've actually shown they
and double lift and solo.
Okay, if you give I hate just why are you here? What?
Double lift.
Good lord. Good God. Oh, and I'll say this before we keep going, which is the girl who was randomly screaming in the crowd was not Lena. That was just a random dumb fucking bride who was just being annoying as fuck.
Honestly, I wanted to bring that up because I saw it coming from fucking miles away, but the dumb bitch tweeted about it, like defended herself and being like, "Thank you at you and at you for defending me." And listen, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that because there's some. Maybe I can find the screenshot over here. I did save it on my tweet. It's over here. Just 1 second.
Sec. Yeah, because guys, I've been to the LCS. If anyone doesn't know, I've been to the LCS multiple times. We plan on going back this year. Hopefully, we can go in spring and summer both times. I like to go twice a year. When random people are just doing that, that's just annoying. Like that's just annoying.
Like there's different layers to this. There's different layers to this. Listen, it is a sports or esports event. Yes, but in stuff like, real sports or in stuff like Call of Duty or CSGO, there's sound going on all the time and crowds going on all the time. So it's fine. Yeah. In League of Legends, there's points with that, but it's mainly quiet. But it's fine if you do it at points. I'm saying she was doing that every game for like 90% of them and when nothing was going on.
We're talking like Double Lift would place a ward. She would cheer. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, somebody would just destroy a ward and she would yell. It's like, and she did that for like 90% of games at fucking just holy fuck, like screaming her lungs out. It's like that's when it gets annoying. It's like, sure, you're a fan and you pay your money, but also don't fucking cry if people complain about it. All right, yes, you're a fan, you paid your money and you're there to cheer and stuff. Mm-hmm. All right. Fans at home or other fans at the arena, all right, they're allowed to voice their opinion too, so don't bitch about it. Like, all right, like they're doing some cruel thing to you. They have a right to say it too if they think you're being fucking annoying.
Right here in this 2v2, when it was Huhi and Stixie versus FBI and Vulcan, this is so troll, man. Like, why? This is so fucking troll. Okay, so this you can't do nothing about. You get dove. It happens, right? That's cool. But to be fair, before that, they were already losing the lane anyway. They're already losing the laning phase. So, okay, Vulcan just leads off with his volley. What is Huhi doing, bro? Just looking at him getting poked.
Listen, he realized that this lane is just fucked anyway because he realized.
Like, I want people to see how troll this is. Look how troll this is. He sees Vulcan shooting his ADC, and he just stares at him. You gonna throw your mantra flame or something?
Listen, he realized who his ADC was, so he just said, fuck it.
Look, what is that? And he slowed it on FBI. He used his mantra flame on FBI when the Ashe support's hitting him. Mm-hmm. What Why do these people have jobs?
Remember when Travis said that
why would he
wasn't the problem?
Why would Stick say cleanse a Jin Q? What is that? You can't. What the? My brain will explode. He cleansed a Jin Q.
This game didn't show who was the problem.
But just he didn't cleanse the Ash Volley. We're slowing him. He didn't cleanse the Ash Volley. He cleansed the Jin Q. He cleansed the Jin Q, and then he flashed when he was already dead. What is wrong with these people?
He'll cleanse the Ash for next season, all right?
Like, if you're gonna flash, why not flash when you, I don't know, are getting poked out by 2 people? This man's flashing right now when he knows he's dead. What is this man is out here sniffing crack? He cleansed a Jin Q. Look at that. This man's on drugs.
I guess he thought maybe the Ash wouldn't do that much
No, he
damage,
didn't. He didn't think at all. His brain is. You don't have a brain. He didn't think nothing. He didn't think about nothing.
Okay,
I will say this.
I guess he thought that he would survive the Ash damage.
He didn't think anything. He just playing like shit. God, I saw that. I was like, how does this guy still have a AC position?
How do people still think that FBI was the problem instead of Huhi? How there's still people like that?
I don't know. Everyone who
FBI played great, honestly. And I know everybody won, but I thought they did.
Last year, it was Huhi throwing half of the game.
Oh no, there were Huhi defenders, especially Travis Gafford. This game just shows you who the problem was.
I'll say this though.
No offense, I didn't listen to Travis Gafford. Was he Huhi was the problem? FBI just had to play better. I'm like, Travis. I remember I got timed out. I got typed out his Twitch as like Travis. That is the dumbest thing I ever.
Travis is a fucking hack, honestly.
As you guys know, as someone who I pretty much main ADC in top lane, right? The reason why that is one of the worst takes I've ever heard. People to know that when you're playing bot lane, what is bot lane mostly dictated by early on? Because you don't have that much power as an ADC. Your support. So if your support is, I don't know, brain dead, retarded, running it down like some autistic kid off a short bus. Yeah, you're not gonna really look good now, will you? Like early laning phase when you're playing bot lane is literally dictated by sometimes how good your support is. Like sometimes you have a support that just completely run it down and you look like garbage and the team blames you. Because that's how your support plays. Now, if your support plays good, obviously you look good because you're moving at a great pace, you're doing good things. And like people saw it this week. FBI looked pretty good. Even though EG looked pretty EG were kind of like hit or miss.
Yeah,
FBI himself looked great, honestly. FBI looked like, okay, I got a better support. I can actually play League of Legends now.
Yeah, support Dassy had the fucking brain. That's what it is.
Like, man,
who's not trying to contradict all his damn decisions?
Yeah, like FBI I think played great this week. Like I thought he played just fine, honestly.
Yeah, I think JoJo was spending the off season on Valorant.
Easily.
Definitely wasn't streaming.
Valorant and on Twitter trolling. That was it. He was doing those things.
I'll give it to River. He was stepping up massively for Golden Guardians this past week for both games. This, like, obviously not best jungler material, but really great way he was just trying to keep the game going. I can always, even though I don't like Golden Guardians, I can always respect a player that were trying to at least make something happen. Even he knows they're probably going to lose. You still got to play. You just got to play it out. And there was moments in this game they definitely could have made a comeback. They should not have even ever been in a spot to even do this at all. But River made it happen, and I was happy for that. That's just bad. I don't know what so bad. Okay, people. So what's better to you, standing right there and giving over 2 kills, or attempting to dodge the bullets? Just stand right there.
They're playing peekaboo.
He knows it right there.
Peekaboo with guns. When I watched this game live, I was like, okay.
People know that Silas has a dash, right? You can just get up with the wall.
You know what those 2 people standing in the bush remind me of, Chaz?
I want people to look how troll that is. Look how he just dashed right there, right? Why didn't he just dash over this wall right there when Jin's going to ult you? He has a dash. Tell us how to dash. You can go over the wall. Look, you're all young. Oh, my God. Just get off the stage. Bruh. This man is saving his dash.
That play was like somebody who's about to get jumped and just stands there in the bush.
What I'm people who's gonna watch this on the replay. I'm not talking down to anybody. I want people to understand that when you have these little minor interactions, you have to understand how it works. He has a dash. instead of just sitting right there, he could go over this wall, be out of Jhin ult range, and live. River potentially is dead. You can't do nothing about that. But he also has his clone with, Wukong does the passive with his clone where he has 2 people. I'm pretty sure his passive was down because they already dove. Okay, fine. You're going to lose River. Why does Young have to die? Why can't he just dash over the wall?
Yeah.
Why is he standing there like a moron?
Listen, I'll explain this to people who don't know League as well, all right? This is like if MSK was just standing there and then there were like 6 giant black guys who were walking towards him, and instead of running, he just stood there.
Are you talking about that WZ meme? Or me, 6 of me and just James?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit.
Nasty.
That's just disgusting. Oh, my goodness. Good job, Someday. You definitely ran him off. Oh, Lord. But yeah, this game was all types of back and forth. I don't know if it's good or bad. I really don't know. But it was...
EG has a lot of work to do, and Golden Guardians...
They just get on stage and play.
Yeah. They don't win, but they barely...
I don't know what to say.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Watching their games, they're basically flipping... They're just flipping me off. That's what it's like. Now, so I could understand why some people say they threw the game. I could understand that. They had a chance. They had multiple chances to come back into the game and win. Why is he getting... Oh, Lord, I hate us. Oh, watching movies.
No, trust me. We're going to talk about a team that threw the game. This ain't throw the game. This is
how troll EG... Okay, I'm still going to say...
Throw the game... Throw the game is where you're good and you actually do dumb shit. You can't do dumb shit when you don't know that you're doing smart shit. Like,
oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like they don't really understand. So what you're saying is like they don't really understand how to push their lead anyway, even if they were ahead.
Yeah,
because that's something people don't understand either. Is like you could have a lead, but like we saw with that that XL versus BDS game where BDS were winning most of it. If you're not smart enough on how to actually win the game, it doesn't matter if you have a lead. Yeah, technically that is a throw, but you weren't gonna know what to do with the lead anyway.
Most teams don't know how to be with the,
why would he be right there?
Most teams don't know how to play with the lead because they are never good enough to have a lead. It's like,
yeah,
well, that was always GG last year. Like they had leads and they never knew how to fucking win.
All right, so here's what you don't do when you get Baron. Obviously, is have your mid laner by himself solo pushing when he should be with his team. Like right there, this is bad positioning. This is bad positioning. Like, if anybody's going to be right in the spot, it should be River. And then he dies, and that pretty much just... You're like, okay, EG's probably going to come back in this game. Like, to be fair, when I was watching this live, I was thinking to myself, EG are probably still going to win. Like, do you trust Golden Guardians get a win?
No, I knew EG was going to win. That wasn't...
Mm-hmm. Like, when you're watching...
they were going to come back.
My thing is, how long was it going to take him? Was it going to take him 40 minutes or was it going to take him 45 minutes?
Whenever Jojo Pion stops trolling, like what he did right there, like when he stops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jojo again, the EG always comes back. Golden Guardians always chokes. It was obvious, but yeah.
Golden Guardians are what the XL of the LCS or some shit?
Yeah. Both teams should have won 0-2.
These motherfuckers are the Chicago Bears right now. They get a lead and they just... Oh, what is this? And then lose. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm looking at this.
That's more like the Bills right now. Fucking so garbage.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, so this was the part where they got... Okay, this was the part where they committed to going to Baron? No. Part where Young tried to flank and he got killed almost instantly. Where he's chunked out. He steals the Ashe ult. He ults the Sedge. He took Ashe's ult and ulted the Sedge Wani. Instead of ulting, I don't know, the... Jax, who could 1v1 your team. You could ult the Jax, who could 1v1 your team. Let's kill Jax first. No, Sejuani's someone you gotta ult first, right? Oh, Young, please, mercy. You can't make up this stuff, guys.
Young's the temporary player, right?
Yeah, but the one they're getting is not that much better either. I'm not gonna lie, that Gory guy is not good.
Oh,
well,
God.
He is better than him. Yes, that is true, but I don't know how much. Like, if your bar is already low as Young, Gory's I think will be probably a top 6 LCS mid laner. He'll be like, I think, middle of the pack at starting. But remember, the problem with Gory coming in is he has to juggle with the team. He has to scrim with them.
I don't think that's going to go well. He didn't win LCK MVP before. And you know why? It's because he was on a shit team, so he just got a bunch of player of the games because he was the only decent one. So,
he got it. Team Dick Cox? Or was it Team Dynamics?
I thought he was on like Nalgin or something before like that. Before the BDD roster or something. I don't know.
So yeah, when I was watching this game, guys, I didn't actually think EG would lose it from how they were playing initially. It was just, it's like watching a car crash on trying to see how Golden Guardians will fuck up their leads. You know, you know it's gonna crash. You know,
watching Golden Guardians kind of like watching the Knicks, where it's like you knew the longer the game went, the worse they had it. Because I love my Knicks, but at the same time, they're motherfucking. If the Knicks don't close out the game, they fucking lose. It's like It's like Golden Guards lost to their own stuff because
like he's just dancing. He was just dancing. He was taunting them. You know what people do that? You would type mid gap if you having a game like that. To me, I was just taunting, but just typing in mid gap and just dancing in front of them.
What the fuck? You got gapped by a fucking rookie.
This man should have no business. I mean, like he's taunting them,
right.
but he man is 1-6, man. Joseph, my dude is 1-6.
Well, this was like when Fudge was taunting fucking Someday in that lock-in tournament. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my! And here we go to that video that I just showed you guys. The first comment is, "I cannot believe Stix is still stealing paychecks at the LCS. Hats off to him." I can't disagree with that.
If you never think you can accomplish something, just remember, Stix, this is his 8th year as a starter.
Semi-performed, Jesus.
Man, JoJo with the 1-6 score flaming them in their fountain. How can you not like this guy? That is actually true. Yeah. At least he knew he had a bad game. I was like, you know what? I'm going to have some fun with it.
Trigger button says GG is way better than expected. I'm like,
because the problem here is in the game.
They're not ass. They're garbage.
Here's the thing. In the game.
I'm just saying. It's like, okay, we're not ass.
So they're not like trash. They're just like bigger trash, is what you mean.
They're garbage. They're
actual garbage can.
Garbage. Wait. Garbage. Why do you have a jersey of Immortals there?
Nigga, he got an Immortals jersey?
Oh, yeah, show him the Immortals jersey. Come on.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the bottom of my trash can, right there.
Yeah, it's Immortals right there.
Oh,
there you
shit.
go.
I got my new World of Thieves jersey in today.
JoJo Peon in the laning phase in that game played well in the laning phase. I don't know what he just his brain turned off after his good lane. I was like, he's laning perfectly fine. He was ass fucking him in the laning phase. So like, okay, this is gonna be a fucking 5-0 Azir. Turns out it was a 1-6 Azir. So I kind of got that actually. We'll talk about Immortals. We haven't talked about them yet. This team is fucking ass.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, Dignitas. I'm just kidding. So he's like
Immortally gonna be bad. I saw their plays. I'm just sitting there like
Immortals is like garbage. They made Doublelift look like he was in his prime in that game.
That was a fucking hard, man.
That game, like people talk about Stix stealing paychecks. How does Revenge keep staying in the league? He's not.
He got blackmailed somebody. Oh yeah, right. He got
blackmailed. No, trust me. You want to know who their academy top laner is? It's the guy who played Temu at Wards.
Who?
Oh, and then
you remember that guy in play-ins who fucking picked Temu top?
Oh,
they got like 1 in 9.
Oh, I remember that.
ADD. Yeah, on that Mexican minor region team. Yeah, that's their academy top laner. So yeah, Revenge is staying in.
Okay, like if you tell me I'm building a roster and you tell me I have my jungler as Kenvi and Revenge, I'm about to go bankrupt. I'm about to have no money. This is the thing is, fuck. Where do you even start? Okay, the first tactical game where he was playing it with Draven, right?
Yeah.
To be fair to tactical, they did dive him a lot. They put a lot of pressure on the Draven.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about that. That I can forgive. That happens a lot. People focus you. They try to really, really knock you down in game. That is 100% fine. The Sivir game, I cannot defend that. That was horrible. That was bad. Because their first game was against TSM, and Buki did a really good job at pressuring the Draven. Look, because you have to shut down Draven early on. Otherwise, you are simply just going to just lose to him, early on. But they have what's that support Sean was talking about called Flesh Ass, Full Ass?
Yeah, he's fucking garbage. He's from Turkey. They're just like, yeah, let's grab this random Turkish support. Maybe he'll do something. It's like, are you dumb?
Worked out well with closer, right? Oh wait, they're not actually the same player.
You have Joey, who did fucking amazing.
Oh, don't you
with
start.
dog
Joey's
agency.
off, dude. Fuck off. Joey sucks.
No, he doesn't. Last time you've seen him was
you defended flesh. You defended full ass last year.
What are you talking about?
You said Destiny was a great support. You said he was better than
Carrier.
Oh,
okay, you're trolling. Go fuck yourself. Okay, but anyway, no, he's done amazing in Academy with dog ADCs like Wild Turtle, Arrow, fucking Key.
Wild Turtle's a great ADC. What are you talking about?
For 2 years, and he didn't get a chance, but they're giving this fucking fleshy guy a chance. What the fuck? Just call up Wix. No. Just bring up their 2 academies, fucking bot laners right now, Wixie and Joey. They would do better than this shit.
Here's the part of the TSM game where people say they actually could have maybe won it if they didn't throw. Okay, guys, Immortals and throwing is just gonna be synonymous with each other. That's gonna happen. But the thing is, like, they're never gonna be in these positions anyway to play them out because they're always gonna be losing. Now, I will say this: Immortals picking up a Blaze Olive is not a bad pickup because Power of Evil ran it down the whole year. Like, a Blaze Olive played well last year, so yeah, I think them having a Blaze Olive is fine. I don't know why you picked Tactical. He's not good. Completely sprinted it last year, but he's a NA ADC. Whatever. They promoted full ass. I mean, if he's gonna be like a good NA-ish support where he's gonna be making plays and being proactive around the map and helping his team, I mean, I kind of saw it in some of these games, but I don't really know. Kenvian Revenge is horrible. Like, not much I can really say. That Revenge looks like the worst top laner in the league. I'm sorry. He's not good. Kenvi is just invisible mode most of these games. He looks like he has no map awareness. He doesn't know what he's doing on the map. Like, what is going on? Of course,
when you're on Immortals and you're getting coached by Immortals staff, you're not going to learn anything. You're just going to stand there.
Because David Smithy, who's legendary LCS jungler, right? Even if he can't help him path better, you know.
What does he have to work with? He has a dog top, a dog mid, a dog bot lane.
Well, Revenge is a great top laner. You saw his Orin game where he just kind of ran it in.
I'm not gonna lie.
I knew Blaze Olive would play like garbage, so I knew even though he's actually good, because with these style of players like Tactical and shit, he usually plays the worst with them. Oh my god!
You having a stroke over there? What the fuck's wrong with you?
I'm not gonna lie.
I know my mic is just like going in and out.
No, you're fine. What happened, Chaz?
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Immortals is better just having their coaches play at this point.
If they actually put in Smithy to play, probably make them better.
He can't be worse than what they got now.
Like, one of the biggest issues with the team itself is, okay, because people said last year Kenvi with Power of Evil was just a bad mix because of the playstyles. Then what's the problem with the Blaze Olive? Like, if people actually watch the games, he doesn't have anywhere. He has no presence of the map. He doesn't know where to be consistently. He doesn't know where to pressure. He's just not good. He just sucks. Like, he's invisible. He's just like my dad. I'm sorry. God, I had to just throw it in there. Okay, so
well, what does he have to work with though? Got Revenge.
Yeah, he's got Tactical. He's got a carry right there.
Fuck off.
So this was the game where people said they kind of threw it. Okay, so automatically he misses his ult, which is not the worst thing. He's going to get some of the dashes out. Then they tried funneling into a choke point where they got all CC'd up. Automatically here, you just disengage. You can't win in this choke point.
I think that's a great thing to do against a Lucian. That's a great strategy.
Like, they tried to force a fight right here in a choke point with a Lucian, Nami, and a Lise, and a Talia.
And that's great.
You doing that crack? And you can't win after that. They had the point where, yeah, the whole game was TSM after this. Yeah, I remember this game. Yeah, this is all them. A Blaze Olive just running and going, I'm getting paid for nothing. Just dying consistently. He went 0-4 this game. Yeah, Blaze Olive had a horrible week 1. Well, yeah. I thought I had a pretty decent last year. This was just a great Talia wall. That was great. TSM looked good this past first week. Now, a lot of people have to understand strength of schedule as well. So we'll get to the Cloud9 100 Thieves game in just a moment. So for TSM, they played against Immortals, who people had ranked together. So them beating them is not surprising. Most people had TSM at like 7th, 8th anyway, so that's fine. And they beat Team Liquid, a team that's supposed to be top 4, right? Not bad. All right, so let's go. So we talked about Immortals and Golden Guardians being, well, dog shit as usual. Let's go for Dignitas. Okay. What do you guys... Oh, I'll start with Chaz. What did you think about Dignitas, actually?
Jensen might get charged with a quadruple murder. I swear to God, Jensen. No. After seeing these first 2 games, I was surprised if he's on the team come Summer Split. And I know I got more games to watch, but just from seeing his reaction after the first 2 games,
right,
you could tell he's not having a good time.
So this is my thing. Like, you know how people said he wasn't really playing like himself last Summer Split when he came back from having that split off? I like legitimately, guys. The only reason why this team even had kills was because Jensen was doing everything. It might have to be that year where he hard carries the team. If they want to have a chance at, I don't know, making playoffs or, I don't know, doing a whole lot better than they're doing right now, it looks like it's just going to be the Jensen show. If Santorin wants to win games, he might actually want to gank. Santorin didn't gank at all in this game. Like that's always been Santorin's biggest criticism, is that he doesn't gank too often. He didn't gank at all this game. What was he doing? Jerking off? Being off to fucking Asa Akira porn or some shit on... What are you doing? Just doing nothing. They simply just lost everything. And I know people say, but they don't have Ignore, the starting support. It's their 4/5 of their roster, though. I got like...
Biofrost played better than Ignar last year, right?
You understand? Biofrost is not a bad support. I mean, obviously, he's not the greatest. He's like, okay. He knows how to make plays around the map. He knows how to roam. Like, what the hell? Because the same thing with Golden Guardians. Like, some of these rosters are literally only missing one player. They have 4/5 of their roster. It wasn't like when Cloud9 started Summer Split with 3 people missing.
I will say, though, I mean, Biofrost is solid, but him and Spawn had trash chemistry last year, so that if Ignar does have good chemistry of Spawn, then maybe that's why they're saying it, but I don't know.
Yeah, because I think here with Dignitas is like, people are like, well, Jensen couldn't carry this game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't carry fucking Santorin when he's invisible, and I mean, guys, let's be honest here, they have Armut in the top lane. Armut, of all people.
Why? He plays a lot of champs.
He plays Dino Gnar, Mega Gnar.
Yeah, Space Gnar.
Yeah. Gentleman Gnar, actually. Guys, you know that's a meme, right? That's he's people are insane with that. He sucks. I think people always laugh at that. No, guys, that he sucks. People don't know that, right? People are thinking like, oh, but he can play all these. It's a joke. No. The joke is that he sucks. I'm pretty sure you guys are understanding that he's not good. That's why I said that them importing him was bad. Actually,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my thing with Dignitas right now. Is this? Okay, I don't want to judge too much because, like I said, it's only just 2 games. They might play better the rest of the weeks of the split. My dad might be a part of my life. I don't know. But I will say this. This did not look good. If this is 4/5 of the roster and they look like this already, they need a lot of improving. Like, people thought they would kind of hit the ground running and then kind of get worse as the split went on when the better teams with the better players got better.
No. I knew their chemistry would suck up right off the bat, but I don't know. Will they rebound? I mean, I thought they would rebound.
There's 8 weeks left of the split left? I mean, anything can still happen. It's only just week 1, but if this is your first showing, you need to work on a lot of stuff. And then they have to work on more stuff when Ignar joins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so,
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know. I think the main problem, though, is when we predicted them 6 and stuff, was I think we forgot the depth of LCS right now, because I think we forgot how good teams like CLG are, and we were just looking at
well, the mindset behind that one was
I don't know.
CLG would hit the ground running because they need to work on, what does CLG need to work on in terms of I don't know, what's that word people use? The F word. Oh, fundamentals. Yeah, CLG doesn't need to learn any fundamentals. They play together already, so their thing simply is okay, can we keep up the same level that we kept up last split? And for the most part, they did. That EG game was pretty much one-sided to EG until CLG clawed it back. But I thought CLG played a good first opening game against Dignitas. This is exactly kind of what I thought. Like, Dokla, if Dokla is beating Arma is you were down bad, buddy. That is bad. Like, that's pretty awful. And Dokla didn't play great in this game either. But then again, that's what I think about Dignitas so far. This team is going to definitely struggle. And I thought they would be a lot better off during the middle part of the split. And to be fair, this is still the middle part of the split until we hit, week 5. So we'll have to see how the rest of that goes. Okay. But overall for CLG, good enough showing for a team that, changed out literally no players.
Yeah.
I mean, I did have to say, do you think Gen X would have been better with CLG?
Yes.
Yeah, it's because with this style of play, like what they're trying to do with Dokla, that seems to be Gen X's like style of play, and he still had good lane and stats last year. So yeah, there was an argument maybe they should have made that swap, but I don't know.
Well, and here was the match of the week for us was Cloud9 versus the 100 Thieves, the rematch of the LCS 2022 Summer Split Finals. Closer versus Cloud9, Doublelift and Bjergsen reuniting on the same team together. Doublelift returning back to pro play. So, this was going to be, I thought it was going to be a great game back and forth. It really wasn't. Now, I will say this, though. Watching the game all live and full was exciting as hell. This was fun to watch. Now, there's so much to really go over. Okay, so this in drafting. I understand why you would pick Azir because the bot lane meta right now is having pushing bot lanes, right?
Yeah.
But why not, if you want a pushing bot lane, why not just play Caitlyn then? Why pick Azir?
Bootio's not good with Caitlyn right now, trust me.
Yeah.
Like if you want a pushing bot lane, you could pick Galio, you could pick Swain. There's plenty of pushing bot lane.
Swain's baby.
Yep. It's like they just thought of this like pocket pick with the Azir support, so just like let's try it out no matter what. It's stupid in this comp. Who cares?
Like I don't mind it. Like okay, like I get the idea behind it. I do because you have a pushing Varus pokes, you have your Azir poke, and you have the all-ins with Jax and Viego and Silas. I get the idea. The comp sounds great, but the execution was not good. Like they had a Varus. I swear, so many teams would pick Varus. I swear, if I see Varus on someone, it's an automatic loss. You people suck at Varus in this.
I mean, they banned 3 ADCs, but then pick that.
Yeah, because the problem here is
the biggest issue is that they let Cassante go through. I was like,
it's not even just about Cassante.
Nah,
because this is what I think about the Cassante thing. Is like I think LCS top laners just suck, and that's why he appears to be as broken as he is. Because in the LEC. People play just fine into him, really. I give your pop-off Cassante games, right?
Yeah, EV.
Yeah, like, my thing is, like, people just playing badly into it, or maybe they don't respect the pick. I don't know. But I do want to see Fudge on something not Cassante, though. But he got the one. Fudge got the
this is what he usually does, though. When there's, like, a new champ that, like, comes out, he, like, plays it for the first few games of the season.
Yeah, and like let's be like because now other teams know you cannot give Fudge Cassante or that's going to be an auto win for Cloud9. That's good to have. That's great to have.
Yeah,
that's
sort of
fine.
like one.
Yeah, and my thing here is I told people this Tenacity was going to make these mistakes. Like I mean I knew he was going to make these mistakes, pushing his wave too far, getting too close to the turret. And I know people on the 100 Thieves subreddit were like, why is he playing so bad? Hey, guys, this is his first stage games. Is it so much different?
Yeah, I will say though, he is at least like holding his own again in CS, and it's just minor hiccups he can improve on easily. But he's holding his own for the most part, at least.
It's about map awareness and what he needs to be doing. Because like remember in the game against Immortals, he was still dying a lot. He needs to kind of minimize that. So like I know people were like not too happy with how Someday was performing as the year went on, but Someday was great for what their team wanted, but this is the risk when you bring in somebody new, is that you're going to be going through these, these hurdles with them. This was so trolled by Doublelift. What is he, like, this was the part where he summoned the Rift Herald and killed him. It's like Doublelift knows he's going to summon Rift Herald right there. That is just no respect. Like, that is just so troll. Like, that is just so bad. You deserve to just die right there. Also, what ended up being worse for them was that as you guys see right there, Busio and Closer should be next to Double Lift. They shouldn't be trying to 1v1 Cassante. How could they fight him? They're level 10. He's level 10. He's level 7. He's level 13. How do you win that? Like, what is this?
And Double Lift was like, no, trust me, guys. I got this by myself. I did this on one of my Twitch grinds.
so bad. And then, as the game went on, this was the part that people were lugging on about. So this was the Baron steal that Closer got off. And I'll say this, though. But the game was exciting to watch. Closer should never be in a spot to steal this, though. Like, realistically, if you're this far ahead, Closer should never have any reason to get in a pit and steal the Baron. I think maybe they had some missed calls right here in this position. So, yeah, Dipplate's dying off right there was not good. And then, like, Fudge has to go over the wall to push him back. Berserker has to use his ult, and he's just going to flash in there and steal it. Blabber already early smited, so that was just bad. Like, Closer should not be in the spot to steal that. But they did pretty much almost ace them, and they did pretty much, like, Closer played the best way he could. People were like, but Closer couldn't carry the game. Yeah, it's pretty hard to carry a fucking team full of fucking corpses that are doing nothing. He was one of the main reasons why they're so in the game.
100 Thieves was gonna win this. Holy fuck! You're the reason climate change is killing us.
Like,
I don't care how weak last year was in the LCS. You're gonna pick 2 players who are like fucking old corpses and 2 rookies over the defending champs. Okay.
That is good, Ziak. At least they did not grab revenge and say they were going to develop revenge. I would have lost my brain if they did that. Imagine if 100 Thieves actually did this.
Just give them 5 more years.
All right. So here was the part where people were talking about that quadra that Blabber got. Okay, so guys, right here, there's a big issue with this. First, well, not for Cloud9's part. More of like 100 Thieves. In this position of the game, they're already lost. It's almost like, how do you want to lose? C9 actually did the right thing. They got the turrets down. They got a little too chunked out. I think they got a little too over-eager. Like, he's taking too many turret shots right there. They did, for the most part, everything right. They backed off. They set up wards around the dragon. But they're actually too low. I think you could afford to give over the dragon in this spot if you're Cloud9. First of all, because Baron's going to be back up. They cannot challenge you at Baron. 100 Thieves has 2 inhibitors down. If they try to actually fight you at Baron, they're going to lose the game because they have 2 inhibitors down. Like, there was no real way they were going to win this game in this position of the game, even though they pretty much almost were able to
I'll
kill
be
them
honest,
all.
I think, like, Blabber than them were like, yeah, these guys are so shit. We can win this fight anyway.
You actually almost did. The fact that a Wukong got a quadra kill out of all of this is insane. You gotta understand, they were already going to lose anyway. Remember, you see right there on the minimap, the Superman minions are flooding and start thinking, okay, we'll just quickly go ace them and we'll defend our base. You have 2 inhibitors down with Superman's pouring in, dude. You can't. It's over.
The Winions. Yeah, Blabber usually tends to do best in this dragon pit for some reason. He always gets like triple and quadra kills.
Closer versus Blabber are always great matchups to watch. People, why? I don't understand why the blame was Closer didn't carry the game. There's nothing you can do. Double Lift is playing like his brain is in the trash. They picked up Varus and didn't do anything with Varus early game. They picked Jax. Tenacity doesn't really know what he's doing, like split pushing and how to pressure anything. He was also losing the matchup too. Busio was, I don't know, trying to play League of Legends. He was existing, I guess. And I really don't know what Bjergsen was doing this game either. He was just running around, just CSing. Like, I don't know I don't know what he can do if all of his players' brains are actually in the garbage. Like, I don't know what else you can do.
FBI died for this.
Oh, God. But they did play better against Immortals. I don't think people should be measuring wins against Immortals as anything of success. But they did look pretty dominant.
Yeah, Immortals is free. They're going 0-18.
Oh, God. But I will say this. They did look good against Immortals. They did. They actually just destroyed them. As they should. They shouldn't be losing anything to Immortals.
They did well against the disabled school.
What do you think, Chaz? What do you think about 100 Thieves' opening debut to the split?
I hated it.
But they beat Immortals. Aren't you happy about that?
You beat a bad team. Like you beat a team that don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like,
look how bad and trolled this is
you
from
beat the
them.
special needs college.
Look how bad this is from Immortal. Look at this. Look at this horse shit they're doing. Why is the place all up stepping up to a fucking Sejuani? And not chunking her out. And then getting... Look at that. How can someone tell me this was...
He's saving his damage for next season.
This man had his flash and took Sejuani's ult with his flash up. He's saving his flash for his dick to get hard against his first girlfriend to have sex with her? What is he saving his flash for? This is, and then Kenvi goes, I'll just go run it and die. Like, because Kenvi's just the epitome of just dog shit.
They're saving their flashes for worlds.
Okay, like, look how slowly, look how this works. Ablaze Olive is standing there poking them out, gets done with the gravity field, gets Sejuani ulted. Kenvi's like, you know what? We're already losing. Let's just jump in and lose more. What the hell is this?
That's a good strategy if you're on Immortals. So
Ablaze Olive had his flash, but he's saving it for next year. Just gets killed. This was just so bad. How are these? Listen,
if I'm on Immortals, then I do what Kenvi do. I'm just like, let's die quicker.
But this is also concerning too. Is Tenacity still getting caught out and still dying a fair amount in a game that they're winning? They're hard winning this game. This is a hard stop by them. They're winning the game pretty good. All things considered.
Hey, he got one kill. Come on.
Did he? Didn't he? And then in this game, 0-4?
No. What do you mean? Kenvi got one kill. That's good, right?
Oh, he did one.
He got three. Nice.
He got one more than Revenge. Oh, congratulations there, buddy. Oh god! Like, but to be fair, 100 Thieves this game actually played well. But this is what I expect. I expect this. You should smash Immortals. They're not good. People have them at 9th place, as you should. This team sucks. Really bad.
Yeah, wow. You beat Glass Joe. Good job.
Good job, Revenge. You go there, buddy. You get your engages off. Tactical challenging Azeri and Yumi as if like he's gonna do anything.
Oh fuck.
It's like I don't want that guy.
Who's worse, Ornn, Revenge or Solo?
Trying to get 9th place in the league? Some shit?
11th.
11th. That's not even... Oh, Lord. So that's pretty much most of the teams. Pagano wants to speak about Cloud9. Okay, so here's what I'll say. I do want to see Fudge not just on Cassante as well, but then we've seen that before, though. He's pretty good for LCS standards. Like when he's on Fiora or anything else, he's not going to be a bad LCS top laner. Like, he's been a top 4. I mean, most Cloud9 top laners are always kind of top 4 material based off the rosters they're always put together with. Like, Fudge has been a pretty solid LCS top laner ever since he came into the league. He's not ever going to be, like, the best, but he'll be, like, a good top 4 is good. But I understand people's concerns. You'll want to see him on different champions, which will for sure happen. If he gets Cassante next week, that team will let him have Cassante, get off the stage.
Yeah, listen, again, whenever a new champ he is for the top lane, you know, is in the game, he usually like plays for like at least a few games to start off. That's what he does. He'll play other ones.
Stop saying Diplex. His name is Dick Flex. That's his name. His name is Dick Flex.
Yeah.
His name is not Diplex. Diplex, okay. So in that Golden Guardians game, he did play bad in the laning phase. Remember how Young was out CSing him?
Yeah, but honestly, that was kind of bad luck, though.
He was outlaned pretty well.
Well, no, it was kind of bad luck with the freezes, though. It was kind of bad
his team bailed him out of those freezes, remember? Zen came over, Blabber came over.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, how it started in the first place, it was a little bit bad luck.
Right, I mean, Aurelia is pretty impressive. But I think he'll get better as this book goes by. Well, he's not like the best or anything right now, but I think he has room to improve. His laning phases definitely need to be a bit better than that.
Again, he's good. My only concern is I don't really know, like, I don't see his, right? I just don't see his ceiling being too high overall.
Okay, I saw one of the most trolls. I've seen a lot of troll things in LCS. This had to have been arguably top 5. This was so bad. You remember that game, dude? Remember when Crown was on CLG and he could have killed, what's the guy's name? Ica, but just flashing in and Lysandra queuing or some shit, and he didn't. Yeah. He gave her. I saw that shit this week, and I was like, "Is this Ica watching?" Okay, so
well, listen, Ica's the best mid laner ever. I mean,
is Chaz Black then? The hell?
Yes.
Okay, so this was one of the worst things I have ever seen. So they do the right thing here. They combo off Diplex. He's winning the laning phase. He's winning here. Oh, no!
Well, why don't you go forward?
No!
Why did River go back?
Why, River? This is I've never seen such trolling in my life. Flash, Q him. Give Sejuani, he can tank more than one shot. He just gave over a free kill.
Yeah,
he let them have the one for
what was
one.
going through his mind? He was about to kill, and he was like, "Wait, why
He's
isn't
thinking
my
about Kim
Jarvan
Jong-un or
working?
something.
Why isn't my Jarvan jump working? What? Oh, I'm not on this chat. Fuck."
He was thinking about probably Kim Jong-un or something. I don't fucking know. God,
He's
look how bad this is. Okay, so Diplex was aggressive. He was getting punished for his bad laning phase. Remember, guys, Blabber and Sven had to come into his lane and fix it. We saw that. Okay, so Blabber and Sven fix his laning. He can lane now and gets to Aurelia. He hits the gank off. River does everything correct here, but feel factor in. You know how Sejuani's ult pops after you throw it? Diplex dodged that, which was good. He dodged it on his part. Then, right here, commit to the full dive. Flash in and kill. Why is he not flashing in and killing him? He can just Q in. QW. It's over. He can take more than one shot. He'll live. He can't see the screen, dude. That's why he can't do it.
He's wondering where his Jarvan jump is.
He's wondering where his fucking top ramen is. It's in his fucking refrigerator. He wants to get home early and eat it. Holy shit. This is so troll. This is so troll. If you do that in my games, I'm calling the FBI. You need to be reported.
He wants to go home and eat his kimchi.
I shit you not. He can legitimately not even flash. He can just Q him. You know how Sejuani does the dash? Q, W. He's dead instantly. He can walk out this way and win because he's this tanky. He can take at least 3 shots. The fact that he gave that's how you know this team has no faith. That's how you know this. That's how you can. How can you have faith in this? And Diplex played it as best way. He got really lucky. You're so lucky. He has no eyes and can't see you. Holy shit! That is so troll.
Yeah. Well, listen. His teammate was like, "Yo, quickly, I'm dying. Get the kill." And his response was, "Fuck you."
Right? They did everything right. Flash, Q him, River. Oh, and Licorice casually just dying in the side lane. Yeah,
I think you're just being racist, all right? River tried his best.
Yeah, he couldn't see the screen. Playing as well as Clit right now. Holy shit. Well, Clit actually can't see his screen. He's actually garbage. Stick Sage is running. Stick Sage.
Yeah, that team would have been really good if they didn't just sign Clit.
Look at this. Look at what Stick Sage is like. You know what? They have a Rift Herald. They have an Akali. They have a Silas. Not Akali. They have a Silas and a Wukong. I will just walk up melee range into them with their Rift Herald. Yeah, it's going to go really well. They won't dash onto me and kill me at all. Good job, Stixay. Good job, buddy.
Stixay got killed immediately.
This is how troll this is. They have a Silas and a Wukong with Flash up and a Rift Herald. And they're like, you know what? I'm going to walk in front of them. He's walking in melee range in front of them. How troll is this? He's like, you know, they won't flash and kill me. You don't know who Blabber is? He will do that. And he will kill you. Goodbye, Huhi. And Hui's like, you know what? I'm going to mount onto that guy's Yumi. I hate this fucking team so bad. I hate this fucking team so much. Why did they just... I can't. You know
it's bad when these fuckers don't even need the Herald to kill the, like...
Please, you guys, save me. This team is so bad. Watching this burns my eyes. Why did they walk? First of all, why did they walk this way? Why didn't you just walk this way? Why did your ADC decide, you know what, I'll just walk in front of the fucking Wukong? People like,
because it was important to get damage off of the Rift Herald. You're an idiot.
Oh, thank you. Young actually had a good laning phase and then ended up 0-6.
Yeah, I mean, Young did pretty good this week, and Gory's not going to be much better, so
I just
and have worse communication probably.
All right,
so, yeah.
The last team to talk about is FlyQuest. FlyQuest played pretty good. Not gonna lie, they look legit. Honestly, I think they're better than CLG. Actually, I think if I'm looking at the teams right now, I think Cloud9 and FlyQuest are the best teams so far. But that's why it's so hard to judge. It's only 2 games. But FlyQuest,
just like all the people who predicted 100 Thieves to win that first game. All right, they were fans, all right, analysis and casters all shocked that people predicted them first. All right. If
Okay,
you were
you'll
shocked,
troll
you're
if you put
high.
them third. If you put them third, you're trolling. That's hard trolling to me. You put 100 Thieves third in your power rankings for the spring split. Guys, people factor in two rookies playing their first actual stage games. Like, you know how hard that is for some people to do? Like, some people get on stage and they play really well. That happens, right? But there's also times where it's not going to be everybody. They're going to struggle. Like, people saw with Tenacity. The same thing that we talked about with Shigenda, right? You know how he didn't know what to do? It's like, how we were watching the LEC, you're watching Photon play Jax and just kind of rip people apart. Now, give, like, Tenacity, obviously. There was moments in the game where he could have done something. Hey, that's the problem with being new as a top laner to the LCS. Much different than Academy. Much different than scrimming. They need to show him, okay, if you're going to be on Jax, you need to, obviously, it's not about dying. It's about when do you exert split pushing and when do you exert diving someone or, I don't know, not trying to 1v1 them. Because split pushing is not just I take towers by myself. It's more like I push a wave, I push another wave. What does my team need me to do? Because I think Busio won't be on like a zero supports anymore. What was he on in that Immortals game? Yumi, right?
Yeah, Yumi.
He's probably just going to be on Yumi duty for a bit. Like, he might get a Lulu game every now and again. But if Yumi's open, they'll just give it to him, honestly.
Well, this isn't really a good meta for him right now. But
I mean, and FlyQuest panned it the way I thought. Protect the prince. That sounds kind of weird, right?
Yeah. Again, people were shocked that others put them first. Okay, if you were shocked by that and you're working for LCS, you need to be fired. You deserve to be homeless.
I was just skeptical about like the certain other aspects with them, but FlyQuest played as well as we thought. Like, essentially what 100 Thieves did with Doublelift in that team in that game. Just protect the ADC. That's it.
Yeah.
That's their strategy.
It's almost like having two of the best outperforming LCK players last year on your team is going to. Wow.
People were like, is Prince that good? If Prince was that good, why did he make Worlds? Guys, he was on Live Ass Box. There's not much you can do there. He was literally the best player. People were like, but he got all those resources funneled into him. Yeah, he's the reason. Even with those resources funneled into him, he's one of the main reasons why.
Yes, you know who they lost to? You know who they lost to in the gauntlet?
The eventual world champions. Dude, did you watch that DRX versus Ass Force game? That almost gave me cancer. I'm not watching any more DRX Nongshim Red Ass Force games. That almost gave me AIDS. I shit you not. DRX Nongshim Ass Force won a team fight. You know what their Akali does instead of going to Baron? He TPs to their second tier turret. I was like, no more of this. I'm just done. Fuck this. And then you have Clid with no eyes, just going in blind as Lee Sin as shit, just dying all of a sudden. Holy shit.
Once again, why did they sign Clid? It's like
Viper
they had
to play with him.
They had 4 great players and then they signed fucking Clid.
Clid of all people, guys. They didn't try to go after Tarzan. They didn't try to go after Kanavi. And they try to go after, I don't know, literally anybody. Hell, I would have this wouldn't have happened, but make an offer to Canyon, be like, hey, I'll have Viper get on his fucking knees for you, Canyon.
Jesus, fuck, come on, I would have fucking signed Zanzaro.
That's the thing. They also chose to buy Kingen after he won Worlds. People knew Kingen wasn't that good. They're like, you know what, he won Worlds, he obviously has to be good. It's like, Lord, Hanwha Life.
I mean, I think he is good now. He just isn't great. He just had a great stretch. It was his meta, and
Zeka is still good. Zeka's still keeping up his form, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, they're going to take a little time. It's a new team, you know.
It's Hanwha Life, dude. I have no faith in them.
Well, yeah, that's also the thing. Yeah, their structure and coaching staff is pretty shit. But yeah, I mean, I still think Kanan is good. He's just not amazing.
All right, Chaz. Who would be your MVP for this week if you had to pick one, actually? I think Chaz is dead. All right, Sean. Who would be your MVP for this week beside Revenge?
Let's see. That double lift. No, okay. No, it's you mean just out of any team in the LCS this week?
Yeah.
It would probably it would probably go to Fudge, but I don't know. It's either him or Prince, but I mean Fudge had a better KDA and damage as a top laner versus an ADC, and I mean Prince was also on Zeri, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go over some of these matchups for next week. Actually, these are some spicy ones. Now, if Cloud9 and FlyQuest stand defeated until Friday, so they have to win their first games out on Thursday. C9 has the tough schedule. C9 is facing the other two 2-0 teams. Now, these are the matchups to start out. Thursday, Cloud9 taking on CLG, FlyQuest Golden Guardians, Dig versus 100 Thieves, IMTTL, and TSM-EG. This is a matchup that I'm definitely looking at right here. This one looks super interesting on paper. But this is the thing with Cloud9 that I want to make sure I tell people. I love Cloud9, but, you know, it's hard to really give teams monikers and accolades for just very small sample sizes. If they go 1-1 this week, that's not bad, realistically, because if you're facing logically the other two 2-0 teams, that's not bad if you go 1-1. It's literally the other better teams in the league, in theory, right? But how good is Cloud9 versus, like, how good are these other teams, right? You know, I think we have a soup right now, right? Is that what we call a soup?
Yeah.
So, like, this is their ultimate test this week. They're not going to get Cassante this week. They're not getting that.
Yeah, I will say, I think the biggest factor in the CLG versus Cloud9 game is going to be the mid lane.
Remember, CLG did beat Cloud9 before last year in their BO1s.
I think it's really going to depend on how well Palafox or Diplex do.
CLG did beat Cloud9 last year in some of the BO1s. They went 2-2 last year. Overall, it's not improbable they could beat Cloud9. CLG was one of the only team to take off a game against EG when they had Danny and his brain collapsing, you know? So, I'll ask you guys this. Who's the undefeated team likely to drop both games? One of these teams is dropping both their games.
I mean, obviously TSM. I mean,
really? You don't think CLG is gonna not win their games?
Okay.
Well, they're the worst team there, so they're most likely.
I mean, CLG facing IMT.
I'm about to see CLG. They're going 1-1. TSM got EG and 100 Cs.
I mean, they're both. Let's see, one's a choke artist, another is like a bunch of old people, and then rookies.
Yeah. You got the elderly, and you got the youth. That's it. And then you got
again. They could realistically actually beat both.
I think they can beat both, but I don't think they will. I think TSM.
This is actually a hard week for them. If you look at it on paper, it's a pretty hard week for them.
I got them losing to both, but I definitely got them. I got them definitely losing to EG. 100 Cs is harder to predict, but I don't got to beat EG.
Hey, but Jensen versus Bjergsen, I'm taking 100 Thieves. If you told me Jensen and Bjergsen would end up on Dignitas and 100 Thieves a few years back, I'd have called you fucking crazy.
I will say that TSM versus 100 Thieves game, I think whoever wins that, it's going to be a fucking stomp for the one side who wins.
Yeah.
Given how TSM was playing out their early games with Boogie, I don't know, man.
TSM got a shit early game. They're like, depending on how they pick their champs, they seem to be like a late game team. That means you got to take them out by.
Again, I really don't understand why people predicted them lasting over these shit teams. Like,
I gave them at least eighth.
I think we said eighth because I was like,
I said
that's fair. But again, people do realize Neo and Chime are good, right? And Maple's good, right? People do realize that.
I told people Maple and Chime are better than most of the players on both these rosters anyway. Like that's at least eighth place at least.
And Solo's he's shit in like the worst spot, but he can. But he can still at least hold his own, sort of. And then
but these are some hard matchups. Okay, so FlyQuest is playing Golden Guardians. If Golden Guardians upset FlyQuest, FlyQuest. Okay, so FlyQuest is facing Cloud9 and Golden Guardians.
This might be a hot take. I got Golden Guardians upsetting Team Liquid. I don't know about Team Liquid. Not impossible. I mean, at this moment, Team Liquid play like some ass. I mean, it depends on how they play against Immortals. If Team Liquid drops both of these games,
they have a really easy schedule this week. I know people say they had a hard schedule last week. Did they? Their power ranked over. I mean, most people had
You
TL
look
at
at
4th.
over TSM.
TSM at 8th.
And TSM just.
People at TL
I'll be honest. I think Golden Guardians is losing both again this week.
I can see that too.
Because here's the thing. I think they're going to be this version of like what Astralis was last year in spring, where every game they play, it's close, but they lose all of them.
My only concern is Cloud9. So I think Cloud9 could lose the FlyQuest game, but win the CLG one. Is that too crazy? The FlyQuest actually looked pretty good.
Logical. I can see the opposite. I can see the opposite. I can see the beat. I can see the
like. What do you mean? FlyQuest is like the best team.
Yeah, like I can see Cloud9 losing to CLG and beating FlyQuest. I mean, CLG did beat them last year.
Yeah.
It's not impossible for them to beat them.
Well, I can also see them beating both.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
I mean, are they getting their main support this week?
FlyQuest. If they get Ayla, I think it's. If FlyQuest get Ayla,
like when are the main players coming in, like Gory and stuff? You know,
and that's stop being that time. Kim Jong-un country and shit.
Oh shit.
Okay, he's from like Thailand, you idiot.
They're all the same. Come on, dude. Taiwan number one.
Actually, no, he isn't. He just played on PSG Talent once. Okay, well,
you
he's
are
honorary.
a piece of shit. This game, okay. So who have we not talked about? Okay, EG, right? I don't think EG is as good as his record is showing. I think they're a bit better than that. But their games this week against TSM, if TSM beat EG, I'm not surprised. I'm just not.
I wouldn't be surprised either, but I got EG beating TSM.
EG should at least go 1-1 again, at least. Like, does Dig go 2-0? Dig go 2-0. Holy shit. I just don't see it, though. I just don't see it. Like, unless Jensen gets all the resources, all the farm, I just don't see him doing anything, honestly.
Okay, so I think a lot of people are going to predict a TSM upset against EG after how they played, and then EG to beat Dig, but I think it's going to be the other way around.
You think TSM draws both games this week?
I think TSM could beat 100 Thieves. Again, I think it could go 50-50 on that one, but whoever wins, I think it's going to be like just a giant bot lane gap. Either Neo's going to fucking pull his dick out on Doublelift, or Doublelift's going to pull his dick out on Neo, and they're going to make the other one look like a god.
I mean, they're both small. I mean, 4 inches, 5
oh
inches.
my god.
I mean, I don't know how he satisfies Lena. I'm pretty sure she moans and comes easily. I mean,
Jesus Christ. Jesus. What is wrong with you?
Oh, yeah, and speaking of that one bitch, by the way, who was like yelling in the stands, she said, "Oh, if I was a male, I bet you wouldn't say, listen, bitch, there were both male and females who did that before you on streams that everybody heard. Like, there was this one drunk guy who always just went, oh, at this one game, right? They all had the same reaction. It's not a gender thing. Go fuck yourself." Anyway,
I love how people. No, it's fine. I love how people play that card. The same. Remember how in the YouTube chat? I'm pretty sure you guys were in the YouTube chat, right? Remember when La Tigress was casting with Kobe? People were like, "Oh, not her again," and then dudes are like, "Oh, but you guys just hate women." No, people just don't like her casting because she kind of sucks.
That was the same thing in the Twitch chat. Twitch chat was like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah, someone said, you know what someone said? It's time to mute this stream for 30 minutes.
No, definitely.
I will have to say, with her casting at the start, I mean, she didn't even really do much at the start yet, and there were already people just saying that just because she was there. So, I mean, there was a bit of that. I mean, again, there was a bit of sexism. It's Twitch chat. There are some incels there, but again, that's not everyone, though. That's not everyone. Twitch chat is like right. They're like those people in Twitch chat are like 30%, and they'll say that about anything, not just females, anything. Also, like your name's being muted. Okay.
Oh no! Like people were like, "Oh my god, she's casting. Time to mute." It's like, I mean, if I didn't love watching LCS so much, I would have muted too personally. But I just like watching it so much; it doesn't really affect me, honestly.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it overall. Like, and there was a lot of delays there. But I mean, again, I will say though, just like a lot of people were like criticizing her style. But I mean, once again, though, there were people did realize what she. Like how she said it was the same as any other. Like the only difference was just her voice.
I just don't get why would you give her the days over Rafa or Rafta? Is that his name? Rafa from Academy?
I don't know, but again, no. Last year they were running low and they wanted to just give her some more opportunities. So that was fine. But This year,
Why
I
are
don't
they gonna
know why
punish
they're
Kobe,
keeping
man?
it.
Why do they punish Kobe with that?
I don't know,
punishing Kobe.
but again, this year there's no reason why she should still be cast. And again, last year I'm like, okay, for temporary, give her some opportunities. Okay, like I saw her cast in Academy earlier. This year, why the fuck would you? They have plenty of casters. There's no reason for it anymore.
I think I will. Okay, so we'll give our base takes on some of the games coming up in a bit. But I want to say one thing. I Will Dominate put out a tweet. I mean, he's a guy, you know. Let's see. Okay, give me one second. He put out a tweet about influencers, and I was like, okay. Did you see that one? I'm pretty sure it was just yesterday. Okay, found it right here. All right. He said the funniest argument that people make against influencers is that they offer zero value to society. This guy literally talks to Twitch chat. I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be taking anything Twitch chat says is legitimate. The whole reason influencers have careers is because society has shown with their wallet that they do value entertainment. Society has shown they'll blow money in a lot of stupid shit, though.
Yeah.
I agree with him, but yeah, again, this is like just Twitch chat talking.
Society has shown that they'll pay for OnlyFans subscriptions.
Just like you.
No, I don't. Don't put me in that.
Think about there's people in Yu-Gi-Oh! Y'all spend $1,200 on a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck, like in Magic and Pokemon,
but can't buy a bar of soap.
Also
quickly
to mention another thing. I will say we bitched about the production and the video making and stuff, and how it used to be way better in the old days, like the 2016 intro thing with like showing all the players. Yeah, the intro for this, huge step up. That was great.
I'll say I liked Cutie Cinderella. I thought she was awesome. I thought she was great. Even though she didn't know what the fuck she was talking about, I liked it that it was, and that it felt natural. It felt like she was just trying to be the best, friendliest person to drag you in. I liked her. I thought she was great.
Yes, it's almost like she's actually a good content creator. Wow. Instead of fucking Amaranth and shit. Wow.
If they put Amaranth in to lead the LCS for a week to interview,
I'm not watching that week.
I'm going opening day for both days. Use my vacation for that, and then I'll sniff her butt.
Yeah, she comes in dressed as Miss Fortune because that's all she's gonna be good for. You want her talking League, really?
So she'll have like a hot tub stream while the game's going on.
I mean, would you rather have would you rather have Kiara Kitty doing interviews on the LCS
listen,
stage?
there'll be a hot tub in between where both of the teams are in their chairs, and she'll just be doing that during a game.
Because her, was it her that drank out the toilet? There was somebody that drank out of a bidet. Like, yeah, I got. Oh Jesus. My god!
Oh Lord,
nasty bitch.
Oh, and that's the thing is, I thought the broadcast, just going over that, the broadcast was good, and I'll say this, just for week one, we got to analyze the other weeks. The viewership numbers were pretty good from the YouTube side of it. It was peaking at like 38, 36K. I was like, oh, I haven't seen those kind of numbers in a couple years.
Twitch is kind of dying, so.
How much was it on Twitch for like the C900 Thieves game?
I don't know. I didn't really watch it live. I think it was like around like 28.
That's good. Like on YouTube, when it was Dig versus like Golden Guardians, people just like dipped out. But
okay, well, actually, on opening day, it might have been more.
I think when it came, like as the day went on, it at least hovered around a good 25, the usual. But it was peaking at. It's good. Like I noticed there was a change in the viewership. It was good. They put it at 2:00. It does kind of feel like it ends a little too late at 6, but that's by the by. And I can't wait to go back. And if they have Cutie Cinderella there, I might have to have her do my YouTube intro and calling me the hottest, sexiest man on the platform.
You are fucking stop.
What? All right, Chaz. What did you think? What did you think about the broadcast, the analyst desk, and I don't know, their skits or whatever?
Okay, the cutie one was speaking was kind of funny. Her asking, her interacting with freaking Fudge and Labber was hilarious.
Yeah,
it was like he's like, I mean, we're all singing it right double lift. I was like, I was just sitting there like, you motherfucker. I was like, overall it was all right. I kind of beat it once, like between like once once the games are over, I kind of just beat it and went to.
Well, yeah, she brought him some cookies. That was nice.
Yeah, 100 C's cookies. But I was like, oh no, you're eating 100 C's.
Yeah, you know what? No, if I was Fudge, I would have taken a bite and said, it tastes like shit, just like 100 Thieves. Ugh.
Trust me, I think that's what Blobber wanted to say. Did you see Blobber's face after he ate the cookie? He was like, oh, 100 C's. Yeah, they're 100 C's. Oh, like, damn. Plus,
damn.
you got freaking Twitch chat. Oh my god, he was like, "Oh, there's 70 C's," because they're you got they said double up came out of retirement to steal a paycheck. I was like, "Oh yeah, ain't shit." Funny, but yeah, ain't shit. Man, I mean, overall, the broadcaster wasn't bad. It was like Q's part was great. Everything else was like, okay. It was like.
Oh, the little skits they did. Yes, I find it still weirdly hypocritical that they'll be like, "Oh, analyst desks are too boring," but the LEC does analyst desks post a match. It was never about the analyst desk. It's more about just how the vibe of the content feels overall. That's what people were complaining about. Every sports league you watch, ESPN, anything, it always goes to an analyst desk that can analyze the match. And yeah, they did analyze the match, but I never thought you should just stop doing less analyst desk. And people said, bring back Dash. I still think they should, actually. I still think you should bring back Dash. But people are like, well, Dash is co-streaming. Do you really think Dash wants to co-stream the LCS to be a part of it? Come on, people. But hey, it is what it is. Hopefully, he'll return.
Okay. I had the wrong Asian girl. It was another girl that did that.
All right, give me one sec.
But yeah, again, Rapta was great. Glad he's getting a chance. He was good in Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how did you like the intro, by the way, Chaz, that they did?
Oh, pretty good. Like, after we watch it, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of came in late. That's when I saw. I was
but again, you should. But again, that's like what they used to do in the old days, especially before the 2016 season started. Like, they would have video packages like that of like all the players and like showing like skits of each of them. And that tells a lot. It's like I remember in 2016, they had like a clip of like the Immortals players coming in, from Korea, or it was like LMQ or something, and they were just like looking on an iPad at like TSM versus Cloud9, and they were just like, really? This is our competition? This is fucking shit. This will be easy.
Okay.
It's like they had just like fucking video packages like that, just showing all them, leading up like the narratives and storylines into the season, and it was great. And then for some reason they stopped doing them because fucking NA production. But yeah, it looks like they're moving more towards it again.
Okay, you want to play the video real quick?
I think
that. Yeah, I got you. Give me a second. This was
Dash should replace the Tigers. That's not a hot take.
Oh God. Oh, Chaz, what are you watching in your free time? Janet is
no, not that video. I was talking about. Okay,
what the fuck?
No, like Chaz. Whoa.
No, that was the chick that was drinking the water after trying. I thought it was Kiara Kitty. It was the other chick.
Yeah. I was saying there was an error with that video though. Yeah, for some reason they had Bjerks in there with the goat instead of Jensen. That was a little weird.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude.
Wow,
Janet is so cute, though.
Bear's just the GOAT, man. He got all those accomplishments.
Son,
he's the LCS GOAT.
GOAT, the GOAT.
All of these fucking baby accomplishments.
Yep. Wait, am I playing this?
Is it okay? That's the LCS spring split intro,
promo,
right?
Yeah.
This.
Oh, the promo. Oh, I actually like this. This was actually good.
No, they need to do more of these things.
Most of the promos are always great.
Dang, I just gonna skip those.
I can't play the music. I can't play that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can just watch it later on your free time.
Okay.
He's like thinking to himself, "No, who he? Thank God."
MVP.
I mean,
yeah, Summit. Yay.
Yeah. A Blaze. Oh, Bjergsen.
Yeah, you see, why does Bjergsen have the GOAT? What the fuck? There should be Jensen.
That should be Jensen there.
Damn. Oh, and then they put double up there. What the fuck?
2 old men being like, why are we still playing in a league? Oh, 2 old
men. That fucking GOAT can play better than them.
Oh my god. Oh Lord.
Man, what you need to put Bjergsen, double lift, and the GOAT out of freaking Golden Guardians. Like
that might actually make them better. What was this part where they had it was a part where I think Kenvi was next to like 2 good players, and I was like, okay, let's stop pretending he's actually good. Please, mercy on my soul. Where was it at?
Yeah, it was like a little after this.
Oh, Blabber eating your crab.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was hilarious. You want some?
Imagine not having Maple here. Imagine having Solo over Maple here. Maple is your star player. Holy shit. You are crazy. Jesus Christ. That's a great video. 2 goats. Oh, the jokes. I love it.
No, I only saw 1 goat, the actual goat, and then 2 noob humans there for some reason.
Okay, I want to see the comments and interaction for these kind of videos. Yeah, best LCS promo, a good promo, best LCS content. Okay, the new comments are usually always
yeah. Look below. Okay, never mind.
Pretty good. Didn't see the sneak peek of Fudge's OnlyFans.
What?
Faithful. Okay, reception is pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is Fudge trying to kill Blabber? 1 second.
Berserker's the final boss, as he should be.
Yeah.
God. Oh, you mean Double and Bjergsen are fucking in the elevator right now?
Yeah, I mean that is actually true. That one comment, where's the PO sick hype here? Because I mean, say what you want again, but as an actual player, he did just win Worlds, and there was really nothing there.
So this is where the budget for Dash went. Sick promo, but we all know that man carried the LCS casting. Dash is overrated.
I mean,
drowsy dude, nigga, you drowsy. Definitely.
I mean, look. He's kind of overrated, as in he didn't do a great.
Do we need Canadians here anymore? Like, what the hell?
Well, no, it's because some of the things he did while hosting and everything.
Being entertaining? His job?
No, but some of the things weren't perfect. He didn't do a great job, but so yeah, and I can understand moving away from.
All right, so basically what Sean's saying, he'd rather have the Tigers. There you go.
No, but I'm just saying it was retarded. It was retarded not to have him here, but I'm just saying, like, I can understand not wanting a host anymore and thinking he didn't do the best job.
Yeah, but it's so contradictory, dude. Every other major league has a host still. I don't know why it's so different just for this league though. LEC still has Shocks. The LCK has was it Valdez or Vardez or his name?
And because LCS always does this shit. It's like they want to be different.
No. The thing is, like, what are they doing though? Every other major region still has a host and an analyst.
What the major regions do, they be different by like actually doing good stuff, like LEC making good formats, and then LCS let's fuck shit up. No, we're different.
Yeah, because like I would be down for what you're saying if it was a consistent thing all the other ones are doing, but no, it's just this one, and their answer to it is so shitty. It's like, yeah, we love Dash, we would never get rid of him. What?
Yeah. No, like once again, I'm not saying he wasn't great. He was. I'm just saying in every aspect that he did him while hosting.
You just prefer Raz because you like black people.
What the fuck are you talking? Anyway, I'm just saying it could have been better. Like he wasn't like the best hype guy and stuff. Like there could have been better people for certain roles he was doing while hosting and stuff. But that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he wasn't great. He was, and it's retarded to just let him go like that. That was like that's brain dead. And anyway, is Pastry Time actually there still? Were they joking about it?
No, he's gone. He announced it on Twitter. Remember, he was not going to be casting.
Okay, so they memed. So they still memed it. Okay, they just rubbed salt in the wound there. Okay. Wow. Thanks, guys. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, the Freak's done. They didn't need Pastry Time anymore.
Well, that's a positive at least.
I think Pastry Time could, like, where could he go though? I think he still wants to be in League of Legends. I think he could go to the LCK.
No. Pastry Time is a loss for sure. Honestly, I think he could have I really think Pastry Time, like, they could have given him a role as, like, again, if they didn't get rid of the host things, I think having him as a host for the whole academy and amateur circuit could have been good.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, well, Pastry Time can work at Taco Bell, giving me my DoorDash.
I mean, at least Freak is gone. That's good.
So you're telling me they should have Amaranth shoutcast League of Legends?
I mean, it would be better than Freak.
You're on drugs. All right. Anything else, Chaz, you want to say about LCS 2023 Spring Split Week 1? I think we covered everything, I think. Yeah, we did a pretty good job covering everything. My thing here, okay. So how do you feel about 100 Thieves? You think they can only go up from here or just be at this level as of right now?
Okay. I think they're going. I'm thinking they're going 2-0 this week, but that's.
It's possible they can go 2-0. They're facing what? Dig and TSM?
Yeah.
I think they'll go 1-1 overall. I think they'll lose. I think they'll lose to TSM, beat Dig. And I think they're just going to be consistently middle of the pack the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. I'm just looking at these Amaranth pictures, actually.
Jesus fuck. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, we don't get Freak yelling at LCS teams anymore for their fuck ups.
Yeah, he was like, "There's no future in LCS shoutcasting." People factor in traditional sports, you just move up the ranks. You know, you could be a player, you could be a caster. Or there's a lot of things you could do.
Commentator, caster, it is.
Right. In the LCS, you can't move up further past being a shoutcaster. You don't, like, how do you explain it? Like, you can't move up further than that. That's kind of like what you are is what you are. You know? It's so much different here than it works in traditional sports. They're like, well, why don't they just have the shoutcasters, like, work in the league? They don't. I wish they did. They could keep their jobs, but they don't. It's just how it works here. Man, Kiara Kitty needs to have her back blown on by my fucking fat cock.
Jesus
Christ, that was good.
All right, yeah, can't wait to watch the LCS. And as you guys already know, we'll be talking LEC on Tuesday at 2 p.m. PST. Yeah, don't you just love watching Fnatic?
Fnatic fucking choke.
You know, the LEC,
they don't choke. They're just shit.
You know, SK Gaming upset the best team.
Don't tell me Warren is gonna. Oh, Warren, you know that guy fucking.
Astralis is still ass apparently. Astralis.
I saw that SK upset coming, and it's not because SK is good. I just knew G2 would fucking choke.
Like, I'm not surprised at it, only because SK
G2
Gaming
played down the competition and Vitality played.
Yeah, because the thing, like, how to explain this? Them smashing us Heretics, you know, like either was just 1A a bad draft, or maybe SK just played really well. And I think SK's always did that though. SK's been a team where like
either Koi don't look good.
I don't know. Yeah, that's the
EDS is I don't know what the fuck is with them.
They apparently want to be a good team.
And Charles look like Immortals in Europe. They look like an easy win. I never seen a team.
Did you see the Fnatic game earlier? Where they put up the stats for Fnatic. Guys, Fnatic have the worst early game in the league next to Astralis.
No. Fnatic before.
How do teams let them come back into the games like that? Their early game is so bad. If you blow them out hard enough, you can win.
If you get up 5,000 gold by 10 minutes, you can be Fnatic. I was looking at it because I watched it because due to they have clips on like LCS where it's the whole game. I was able to rewatch it multiple times. I'm like, okay.
Remember, they put up the stats of the gold advantage for Fnatic up. They were like 9th in everything. The only team that's worse than them is Astralis, people.
Astralis team does it correctly.
Damn, I'm so surprised. It's almost like Upset is better than Reckless. Wow.
No, but Reckless is the pretty boy, and Upset's the tryhard.
Yeah, he's got tattoos all over his body, you know?
That's my thing is like XL should have definitely beat Fnatic today. How can people debate? Okay, Koi choked for sure.
I'm sorry, XL's bad too.
XL for sure should have beat them. Koi for sure should. How did they get this lucky where teams are this far ahead and they're just choking against them?
Koi don't look like it looked like Rogue. I'm calling it Rogue. Fuck it. They were better when the name was Rogue.
Well, you mean Rogue with Otawamne, right?
Yeah, Rogue looked better. I think Rogue scaled up at the right time during the playoffs last year, and they caught everybody off guard. This team, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Well, and you think like with only changing out their top laner, people said, "Well, isn't it? You only change on one player, guys."
They got worse.
The thing is that they changed out a player for the same player essentially, except he's worse. So he's literally he's just a worse version of Otowane.
Yes, and you realize like Rogue wasn't too good last year, like, and they started showing their weaknesses. Teams started figuring them out. It's just teams. The league was a lot weaker in LEC last year, and then fucking G2 choked in the finals. That's the main reason they won. Heading into this year, teams were overlapping them easily.
Like I said, they got hot at the right time, and they caught it G2, lacking. Popped them, got to the top 8
Fnatic
of
first.
the world.
Well, they beat Fnatic.
They popped Fnatic, and then they popped G2.
Well, we're not counting that top 8 at Worlds, all right? That was fucking bullshit. Let's not count that.
Oh, Lord.
But they still got there.
Yeah, because of a glitch.
They did beat DRX and Top Esports. They did legitimately beat them pretty bad.
No, but he's not wrong. Fucking Top Esports should have been there because of that bullshit.
I told you guys when they beat
that was the glitch. Ryan admitted that was the glitch that should have got cleared up.
What I was bringing up was like if they beat GAM, they're pretty much guaranteed in.
No, they were guaranteed in, but it should have been that. No, it should have been a 3-way tie though.
Yeah, because Pure Factor and after they beat GAM, they lost.
And then Rogue would have lost because they were shit day 2.
That's true. And
did they play against Top day 2? Yeah, they did. They got destroyed.
Yes, they went 0-3 day 2.
1-3.
No, it was 1-2. It was 1-2.
1-2. Yeah.
The two teams that they lost again. If Top Esports win, they would have lost them again. They would
for sure.
Because they got smoked. Rogue did good that first game. It was week 2.
Yeah,
and then I never seen
spoiler as well as they could have,
and
because essentially they were a worse. They were a worse version of DRX. So yeah, that's not hard.
And
right?
if it wasn't for one unfortunate bug that that wasn't caught to after, Top Esports was Top Esports more than who was the other team that Rogue? Was it Gen? No, not Gen G. What was the other team that got out of the group with Rogue? Who was the other team?
DRX.
DRX, yeah,
the world champion.
DRX would have got out because
DRX for sure were going to get out. Most people have them getting out at first anyway.
But I knowing seeing how Top Esports beat them, I felt like if they would have tied, Top Esports would have beat them.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like even though because Rogue skilled.
I mean, I wanted Top to get out over Rogue. I had it that way. I had DRX, Top, and Rogue.
I wanted Rogue over Top, but not the way they did now.
Yeah, the thing with Top Esports people don't bring up is like you can't. You have to play good and win your games.
They
and
still
would
have got smoked by whatever team they played.
Yeah, because Top would have faced. Who would have Top faced if they got out over Rogue? Oh, they'll face JDG. That'd have been.
They would have lost, but whatever. They should have made it out. I don't care.
That would have been closer than when Rogue got 3-0'd and Rogue.
Top did play bad in week 1. Like you can't bank. No, you have to win your games because Top is not competing with Rogue to get out, but you can't lose to Rogue. If you're trying to get out, you cannot lose to Rogue.
I do not give a fuck how they played. All right,
you need to because they played bad.
They did play bad. Though.
They got cheated. I don't care at the end. of the day.
but Cole,
they have to win their games.
You do got to bet that Top should have beat them week 1 though.
They need to win their games.
And this is like saying, well, sure, Tom Brady and the Patriots cheated, but they won like 50-20, so that makes it up. So that makes it okay.
Fucking crazy Canadian.
But Cole, guess what?
Bastard.
Even if you take off the balls that were deflated, they still beat the other team by
pretty
15.
Convincingly too.
By 14. You still
it doesn't matter. They cheated.
Jesus Christ.
And he still beat you by
that's an automatic DQ.
Cole. Even if they DQ, in most sports they don't fully DQ you now. They like if it's fun, that is multiple I forgot that multiple possessions. Like in Yu-Gi-Oh, they don't DQ you from the whole round anymore. They DQ you or they just take off that game and then they call it an infraction. A lot of times it's considered an infraction.
All I'm bringing up is that you can't lose to Rogue and DRX if you're trying to get out of the group. Those are that's their two main matches. You can't just bank on Rogue.
They lost
because what if Rogue didn't collapse and Rogue just clapped them again? Like then they would have lost to Rogue twice if that didn't happen. Obviously, Rogue definitely mentally boomed the rest of that day. But there's no excuse. They should be good week 1. They shouldn't be like, we'll scale up and play. There's only 4 games. You only got to play 6 games in a group stage. You can't just scale up randomly. You play good and just get out. That's just what it is. You know? Yeah, they should have got out. I agree they should have got out, but they need to secure that. You need to secure your wins week 1. Week 1's one of the main reasons why a lot of teams that should get out don't get out.
Plus also they what's the word? They overcommitted to try to take out that
Nexus. With also letting through Karthus on that kind of patch is disgusting. Yeah. They know how strong Karthus actually was.
Yeah,
they actually legitimately let Karthus go through. That's all. Like I get it. Top should have made it out, but I can't be like they're just free to just drop games randomly. They shouldn't be dropping games to Rogue either. Like you shouldn't be losing to Rogue at all. Look how much better they were than Rogue. Like it's Knight against Larson. Like it's Jackie Love. I think Comp is great, but against Jackie Love, Jackie Love pretty much edges that guy out a lot. But that's just me. So Sean has become Warren now. So what's up, Warren? How you doing, man?
You're stupid.
I'm black now.
There you go. Makes you have the appropriate title for your name now.
Why am I Warren?
I'll call you Warren.
There is an actor named Warren. There is an actor named Warren Cole, just to give you a heads up.
There you go. You're actually Warren.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me look him up.
He was on a show I like called Congo.
It's Warren with an A, is it?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Mm-hmm. But hey, TSM got their 100 esports championship. You know.
Right. Warren Cole with a K. Okay, I see. That guy. And he was in Game of Assassins. Okay.
Also, guys, Sean told me that Leffen is his favorite Smash player, right?
Listen, Leffen, holy fuck.
Is he not the double lift of Smash, though?
Yeah, as him the most overrated player ever who can't do shit outside of
I would never take away that man's skill. That guy is skillful at playing Smash.
He is skilled. He is also overrated as shit and toxic and not even top 10. Yeah. So the double lift of Smash, yeah.
Oh Lord. Sean, who touched you at night beside me?
Yeah, like imagine your entire fame is beating that one guy like 6-0 that started that whole meme. Remember that incident? He beef fight him and he's like, I'm gonna teach this kid some respect. And then Leffen kicked his ass like 6-0, put him into retirement.
I will say this before we talk about the LEC on Tuesday. Humanoid is such a dirty inter, man. And so is dude, he just runs it on stage now. What is wrong with this guy?
Yeah, like I keep forgetting he exists.
And like this is the thing about Fnatic. Like obviously, esport teams post that they win after the games. That should not be a win you're proud of against XL today. Come on, people. That is so janky. Like that is so bad.
Yeah, like holy fuck. XL is they're not like a top team, but they should be a playoff team. But holy fuck, why are they losing these games?
Like holy shit. Because remember the argument for them was like, give them another week, they'll play better. Xerxes is running into the wall playing.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's like the Clint thing all over again. Why would you build a team of 4 great players and then get Xerxes?
He's driving off the road. I'm about to call Gabe Deed.
Well, no, it's more like, why are you building a roster full of veterans and no like super like what's a superstar or a player that has like some firepower, like someone that will get the roster going? You know, a lot of these guys are like, I'll just scale up and win.
Well, VTO, Target Moss, and Patrick, they're still fairly young age. So,
Target Moss is horrible laning phase, dude. Target Moss sucks in lane. That guy's ass.
he can survive though, and then outside of
He
lane,
can survive in lane going 0-3. There you go. That's his destiny.
Listen, it's a great team. They just need to know how to work it out. But no, the jungler situation. There were many options they could have went with, and
Also,
the fact
Warren,
they went with that is just.
Congrats to your team pulling off the upsets. That was awesome to see. Certus and Markroon are definitely a good duo right now. But this thing, when it comes to like some of these LEC games, is like, okay, remember guys, next week is over for the BO1s for LEC. Then they're going into BO3s. Astralis is making it out, right?
Fuck off. And honestly, I would have taken fucking LM over Xerxes.
Dijor is such a sprinter, man.
Yeah. I mean, all of Astralis is, and
113 is exceptionally bad.
Yeah, again, he's just like Dijor last year, where people just look at his kills and like PvP fight, and then so they're like.
Did you see the Legends in Action episode? Reckless straight up said they are bad in scrims. Imagine if that was what they're on stage. Imagine what their scrims look like.
Jesus.
He literally said out of his own mouth, our scrims have been awful. Imagine what their scrims are like.
Well, no shit. They have fucking like 4 washed up players. What do you expect?
I mean, Wonder can play Gragas and Fiora.
Again, if you were going to get Rexless, then why did you let Hylissane go? Either you roll with Upset and Ruckus, or Reckless and Hylissane. Why the fuck did you think this combo was going to work?
All right, guys, we're going to head out, actually. I'll see you guys on Tuesday, where me and Warren and maybe Sean will be there talking about the LEC. The LEC.
Again, I'm bound for at least these and then the odd mainstream.
I'll never invite you into anything, you dirty fucker. You said Kenvi was good.
He is. Just give him another week.
Give him more time to develop. How long? This man been playing League for more than 5 years.
Listen, just give him 3 years and he'll do well.
Oh, Lord. All right, so we'll see you guys on Tuesday. LCS looking pretty exciting. Cutie Cinderella. I'm single. Hit me up sometimes. You know, I love me some white women. But, you know,
Jesus.
Who's the one player?
She dating Ludwig.
I don't need Ludwig. You don't need him. You need me. Drop the 0, get with the hero.
Jesus. Who's the one player? What?
Who's the one player that you would have that you wouldn't let cook? Bucio should not be cooking any of his support picks if he's picking the support of Zero.
Yeah, they banned 3 ADCs to try to make the pick work. That was hilarious. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Lord. All right, Chaz, you want to say anything before we head out?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, but well, the season's gonna take a while for them to get better. Go to Guardians' ass. Immortals' ass. Cloud, to me, the most dangerous team is probably Cloud9 and FlyQuest. Those are the 2 most dangerous teams. Team Liquid is underwhelming as of now. Yep.
I hope they get better, man. I want these teams to do a lot better. I think Team Liquid and 100 Thieves will get better as the weeks go by. Like, I know people might just... I'm not one of those biased fans where I'll just overrate Cloud9. They played good, all things considered. They played pretty great, actually. But I need to see it week to week to week out, you know? Week 1 overreactions are a very, very big thing.
Yes, and we need to see Sven not play just 80 ADC supports, Yuumi, and Lulu.
It was his meta. Like, I told people, some people said, what if it goes to an engage support meta? What was it? It's going to be, I told people it's the same meta. It's Lulu, Tom Kench, Yuumi. That's what he plays, so that's fine.
Yeah, again, I mean, when we get to... when we can switch to another meta, he might be solo queuing and stuff and playing for us longer. He'll be used to it by then. Like he'll probably be like used to champs like Nautilus by that point. But
that's what you said last year, and he sucked as Nautilus.
Yeah, well, again, he was just starting out. But
you said the exact same thing last year to us. So why would it be different this time?
Yeah, yes, and now he's doing well in his meta, and I'm saying now he's switched back. What are you talking about? And he had a couple good Nautilus games, but
yeah, anyway, sure did.
But anyway, he's playing well on these.
Chaz, please help me with this guy. He's Warren too. Help me, please.
What? Listen, just listen. If you're an ADC, listen. Imagine you're an ADC mainer, right? So you're good with your aim. So if you have a Nautilus or Thresh, then you can.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to Jen Fox. Uwu, mom, boo. But yes, guys. All right, we'll see you on Tuesday. 2 podcasts a week. LCS Sunday, LEC Tuesday. All right, guys. Deuces.
Yeah.